buckle up, because it's gonna be a long ride. It's gonna be a wild ride. Nobody cares, but we're gonna tell you anyways. This is Popcorn Chats.
Get your little bitch ass pulled back up. Okay.
Let me know why it's literally 85 degrees in my apartment right now.
That is garbage. I was just thinking, like, it's kind of cold here. I might want to put on a sweatshirt.
Roasting alive. I've lost 5 pounds today because I've just sweat it all out.
That's so rough.
It really is. Okay, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Popcorn Chats. I'm Katie.
And I'm MICHAE.
We're back with another Drunk Disney episode. We haven't done one in a little minute here. This time we're talking about Princess Protection Program. Can I just say real quick, every time we're like, let's do a Drunk Disney episode, like we just have a free week, whatever, and then we're trying to figure out what one to cover. We always struggle to figure out like which one to do. And then after we pick one, I'm like, there's so many other ones we could have done.
Like, what were your regrets this week that we didn't do?
I've been really wanting to do Minutemen.
Literally don't know what that is.
It's like the time traveling one with the guy from Good Luck Charlie. And then the reason why I thought of that one is because the guy with the swooshy hair in this, the tall guy who's in Sky High, he's in Minutemen.
Oh, is he?
And I really like him. Yeah,
He's
so
hot.
I know he is, bro. He's a
All
cutie.
these little high school girls that are not giving him a second glance, I'm like, that's unrealistic as fuck. That dude's like 6'5" in middle school.
Yeah.
You're telling me that all the girls are like, ew, no?
He would have his choice of the women just based on his height alone.
Fact.
That's just an objective fact. That's not me being, like, misogynistic.
No, it's a straight up fact.
I know Sky High isn't a DCOM, but I feel like it kind of falls into that.
I feel like we'll eventually venture into just, like, other kind of, like, nostalgic childhood movies at some point, you know? Like, I was even thinking, like, The Game Plan.
Yeah,
or,
oh my
like,
God,
The
dude.
Pacifier.
The actual one that I had major regrets about, fucking Jump In.
Oh my god, next Drunk Disney. We have to do it. I remember watching that and Jump Rope was like huge on the playground after that at Royal Oaks. Do you remember that?
Yep,
How much
everyone
people
was
love
like, we're a
jump
double
roping.
dutch team. Yeah.
Yes.
But anyways, let's talk about this flop.
Alrighty, should we check in first?
Yeah, how are you?
Pretty good. I've had just like a bit of an anxious day, so I'm actually really happy that this is what we're talking about tonight, so that way we can just be like lighthearted, fun, have a beveragino, and chill. Yeah, I don't know. I just have been feeling anxious all day for really no fucking reason. I'm trying to figure out my concert situation that I'm supposed to have in a month, and that's stressing me out, but I feel like it's gonna end up with just not going at all, which I'm sad about, but we shall see. I should just go by myself, but I'm too scared to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just quickly wanted to show, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I got my bound copy of Manacled In. It's so fucking huge. It's
incredible.
It is amazing. It's so pretty, like the artwork in it. I'm obsessed with it. I literally made like its own little space on my bookshelf so that way it can just stand like unbothered facing out, and it just looks so nice. And I have it in here because I was taking pictures of it earlier, but it's just so pretty and I'm so in love with it.
I really want to borrow that from you sometime in the future because I don't think I can listen. I have a thing with British accents and I'm trying to get past it, but I don't think I'll ever be able to. I can't listen to the like Spotify audio version because it's like British Airways trauma. I was on a British Airways flight for like 10 hours and ever since like certain British accents just really have a negative effect on my mental health. So
wow. Okay.
No offense.
New fact unlocked about Katie that I did not know. I will not be loaning out this. Miranda already asked, and I was like, literally, no, it's a look, don't touch for anyone but me. This was so fucking expensive.
Damn.
But I can send you the PDF.
All right, that's fine. I'll settle for that. But I'm happy for you that you got your book. It's way cooler than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like literal pages with like a spiral thing attached to it.
Nope, it's a full ass book and everything. So
yeah, that's dope.
Anyways,
really cool.
How are you doing? I can hear sirens in the background. Is there an emergency?
I mean, what's fucking new? Yeah, there's always an emergency around here. It's constant sirens. I've learned to tune them out. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm sweltering in this heat, but it's fine. Cooling off with my beveragino. Shout out to Buzzballs. I would love to be sponsored by Buzzballs. They're a woman-owned company, obviously, because women are so fucking smart. And it's a tiny little ball. If you know what buzz balls are, they're just like a tiny little ball. Super cute. Can fit them in your purse. And it's 15% alcohol, bitch.
Wow.
And it's so good. My
Do they
favorite
taste
flavor.
good?
I appreciate them. Yes. They have like a chocolate flavor, which is really good. It tastes like a coffee, like mocha drink. They have like a pineapple pina colada. They have like lime, strawberry, a peach. But the one I really like is mango chili, like habanero. That's what I'm sipping on right now. So not spons, but hopefully spons someday. Buzzballs. They're so good. They're perfect for like a music festival or like something where you gotta drink a little bit to get like drunk quickly.
Yeah, like you need a high volume but low ounces.
Yeah, I'm all about efficiency and I really do love Buzzballs. I had a video come out reacting to the finale of First Kill, so go watch that on my channel, linked below. Enough about that. Let's talk Princess Protection Program.
Mm-hmm.
Did I even say that? I feel like I didn't even say that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Princess Protection Program featuring Demi Lovato and Selener.
You know what I couldn't get out of my head the whole time I was watching this was, have you seen that TikTok of Demi and Jimmy Fallon doing the tortilla challenge?
No.
Have you seen her outfit?
The tortilla challenge?
Yeah, that thing where you like fill your mouth up full of water and like smack each other in the face with tortillas.
Oh.
But it was their outfit. Hold on. How long ago was that? And people were fucking roasting them in the comments.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, here, I'll try to find it while we start talking. What we typically do with these is we talk about like our early memories of them, because obviously these are pretty much all movies that we watched when we were younger, and now we're rewatching them as adults to see if they stand up, how the viewing experience is as a grown-up versus a child. So Katie, do you have like an early memory of watching this?
I don't. I don't have a memory of this. I mean, I do. Like, I remember the overall premise. I really remember the fucking trailer for it because I feel like that shit was so overplayed. I could literally recite it word for word because I remember, like, typically when your dad goes out on a business trip, he comes back with a t-shirt, not a person. I remember that line clear as day. I remember the sword, like, flying and hitting the tiara and, like, pinning it. And I just remember literally getting so sick of that trailer because it played all the fucking time.
You're so right about the trailer being overplayed. That was on literally all the time. And also, was this a Mandela effect for you? Because I thought that the line was, usually when your dad goes away on a vacation, he brings back a t-shirt, not a princess. I thought it was princess, and then he said person. And then I was like, is this a Mandela effect? Because I was like saying the line in my head along with Selener, and it was not. It was not princess. And I was like, is this another Berenstain Bears?
Berenstain. I think it was always person, to be honest.
And maybe I'm just an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot. But yeah, I think it's always been person. What was your earliest memory of this shit?
I don't remember one either, except I just remember distinctly when I was younger, like the scenes in Costa Luna, because they look just so like staged. And like obviously it's a movie, it's a set, but it looks like a set. You know,
it's like literally overlooking like Los Angeles.
Yeah. It's bad.
And Demi's like, it's a small country and it doesn't mean anything to the world, but it means something to me. It's like, okay, so why does it have this huge metropolitan area?
Or I was thinking, then why does this dictator want to have it so badly?
Like, why does this dictator literally look like Fidel Castro? Like,
okay, the dictator though, I want to get into him because he was kind of a vibe, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't have a standout star. Did you have a standout star?
I really like the dad. I think
that's hot.
Disney has dads down.
Mm-hmm. They do.
And I just think they don't miss with dads. And I very much like this father, like undercover bait shop runner. And then he's just like, I'm gonna be this undercover espionage for princesses. What a serve. He's the ultimate girl dad.
He is. And I really love the fact that he takes top secret mission calls out in the open on his property. Like,
yeah.
I agree. I do really like the dad.
Trying to think if there were any other standouts. Oh, I really do like swooshy hair man.
Yeah.
Don't remember his name, but the guy that glows in Sky High. Fucking serve. And I don't know why his career wasn't more prominent.
Agreed. I'd be interested to know what he's up to.
Come on the pod. Maybe I should slide into his DMs.
Let's see what he's doing. Oh, he was in How to Be Single with Dakota Johnson.
Right. Oh my god.
That's
Yes, I loved him
from.
in that too.
He's 6'7" and he's single as of his Wikipedia page. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yeah. He's hot.
Oh yeah, Perks of Being a Wallflower. He's Ponytail Derek.
Also, Nicholas is just a hot name. Like, not Nick, but Nicholas. Like, when you go with the full.
I have a lot of Nick trauma, so I can't
but that's fair enough.
I have way too many exes named Nick.
We only trust boys that are named Dorian, Ray, Andrew. All the rest of them can go away. We celebrated Father's Day for me, didn't we? Because I'm your mom and your dad.
Oh my god. How did you celebrate?
We didn't. But I did get them a new toy over the weekend, and they had fun with it for like a few hours, and now it's just sitting in the middle of the living room. And what is your standout scene?
I really like when they first meet. I felt like the chemistry between Selener, aka Carter, and Demi, aka Rosie, was pretty good in that scene, building off of the friendship that the two actresses already had. And it's just funny when Carter walks into the room and she's like, hey, and grabs her shit and like leaves. I don't know. That's like the only scene that I was like, this is kind of cool.
I like the opening scene, or not like the opening when she's like getting taken away, but then when she's like in that elevator and then she's in like the headquarters and there's like random princesses like milling about, and then they show the one princess that's like freezing in Antarctica. It's like, what is this? It's just it's an interesting start to the movie that it's entertaining.
It reminds me a lot of like Princess Diaries too, when there's just like all these princesses and it's like, how many fucking princesses exist in the world?
Yeah.
I mean, in the royal family alone, there's a lot, so.
Yeah. I just want to say, first of all, that I do understand how this movie appealed to us as a younger generation. Because it's something that I definitely ate up when I was younger. I mean, you have like the royalty thing, which is always like cool to like aspire to or think about, like, oh, what if I was a princess? So you have that element. Then you have like the makeover, undercover kind of element, which makes it kind of like cool. And then on top of that, you have the fish out of water, which, you know, as we've talked about before, is just tried and true. You always have a lot to play with when you have that element to a movie. So I understand. This movie had a lot that I liked when I was younger, but as an adult,
I think also it fed into pop culture and just like our teen culture in this moment in time. Like Demi and Selena were arguably two of like the biggest names on Disney Channel at the time besides Miley and the Jonas Brothers. And then we also had this like fun fact that, oh, they've like grown up together and they were on Barney together and they're friends in real life. That's always a cool thing to find out, especially when you're a kid. Like two people that I really admire and love on my favorite channel, the Disney Channel, are friends in real life, and they have been before the Disney Channel. That's super cool. And now they're collaborating on this DCOM. Very intriguing to our demographic at the time. So I think it was definitely a smart move by Disney to go about making this. I want to know what the like decision-making process looks like which one should be the tomboy and which one should be the princess. Because it really could have gone either way. Because the type of music that Demi was making at the time was very like grungy and like easily, I think they both could have played both. Like either role. I don't know why they did what they did. I think it works just fine. My back is so sweaty.
Oh, no.
And my thighs. Ew, I just...
My thighs.
My thighs. I have swaz.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any rhyme or reason to these notes. Are you all right?
Why do you always make me laugh when I have water in my mouth?
I literally didn't do anything.
I feel like I kind of look cute today.
You do look cute today. I love your
Thanks.
necklaces.
Thank you.
Where'd you get them from?
H&M.
Wait, did you get those when you were still there or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Cute. Memorabilia.
Oh my god, I'm sweating so
Do you have
Okay.
any kind of order to your notes or anything you want to like go in?
Well, I could just say this. How do we feel about the tomboy trope? I don't appreciate it.
I don't like it in certain aspects. I think I do like the fact that we have two different sides of femininity shown.
Yes,
Like the
yes.
girly girl and then the not so girly girl kind of side of that. However, I hate it when then the tomboy always like looks down on other girls for having like
Absolutely.
girlier interests and likes. You know, that pisses me off. You're not better because you don't like quote unquote girl things, okay?
Absolutely. Yes.
So that's my gripe with it. I don't necessarily
Yeah.
think it's a bad thing when it's done well, but when it's done in that way, garbage.
I'm all about the representation of exactly what you said, like two different or like multiple different ways to be a woman. But first of all, they did this with Hilary Duff too, and it's like clearly not a tomboy playing a tomboy. They just like put a baseball cap on them and it's like
Diner
your
girl.
dad your dad calls you pal, but it's like in reality these fucking girls would be top shit at the school no matter what their interests were or like what they enjoyed to do in their free time or like how they presented themselves. So that aside, rude. Dutch Carter is fucking mean to
She is
Rosie.
mean. She's
Like
straight
that's
up mean.
yeah, and that's not excusable. Like we have these mean popular girls also being like catty and mean, and Carter is no better than they are. Just because she's a tomboy and she's more masculine than the other like stuck-up girls who are all concerned with being popular. I don't appreciate it. And I feel like it's
No.
very outdated and I don't think things are being done that way anymore, which is good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I agree. Carter was just, like, she expected Rosie to show up knowing how to act like a normal person, and it's like, she literally is royalty. What are
Yeah.
you not understanding about the fact that, no, she doesn't have burgers in her country, and she doesn't know, like, she's just doing what she was raised to do, just like how you're just raising to act the way that you were raised to act, and she had, like, no patience for her, and I was just like, I get it that you're a high schooler, but also, like, you're getting on my nerves more than Rosie is for, like, doing annoying shit.
yeah, and also not to mention, like, she just got separated from her mom, who's now, like, imprisoned by this fucking dictator dude. So have a little
Yeah.
fucking compassion. And if
Exactly.
I were the dad, I'd be like, listen, pal, I didn't raise you to be a fucking bitch.
Yep.
You're better
Straight
than
up.
this.
Yep.
And they never really have that moment. He's always just
No.
kind of like, he's like also making fun of Rosie when she gets the worms dropped on her. And it's like,
Yeah.
that's not funny.
That
That's
was
gross.
a little funny.
She takes it well though. She takes
She
it like a fucking
does.
champ. She's just
She
like, I think I
does.
need to bathe. Whereas
Yeah.
I feel like the Disney Channel could have had her being like, like freaking out,
Yeah.
really over the top.
Yeah.
But she handled it with such grace, and then the way they're just like snickering at her.
Also, if I would have seen a lizard in someone's home, I think I would have been
Fine.
a little taken aback. I wouldn't have just
Right.
been like, oh my gosh, it's just a lizard, chill out. I would have been like, what is a reptile doing in your home?
Yeah.
That's not in a cage.
I don't fault her for that at all. And I very much empathize with her.
Yeah.
If I see a spider in here, I am up in arms,
Oh my
screaming.
god. My mom literally came over and took care of 2 spiders for me. To be fair, we were gonna meet in town, but she just ended up coming over to my house because when she called to see if I was like getting ready to leave, I was like, I literally have a crisis. I'm like, there are 2 giant ass spiders in between my window and my screen door. So I'm like, they're not in my apartment, but they could get into my apartment. And one of them had like pinchers on it. And I was like, oh fuck no, what if that gets inside and gets to the kitties? It had like 2 much thicker legs than the rest of them, and I was like, what the fuck? So she came over and got them for me.
That's rotted, but good for your
Yeah.
mom. Shout out Mary.
Shout out Mary. Hello darkness, my old friend.
For anybody watching on YouTube, Buzzballs. This is what they look like. They're super cute.
They're adorable. This is how I would like to see the beginning go down. I think this would have made it more cinematic if at the beginning when Rosie's getting flown away in the helicopter, you know? You with me? Where she's at? She's getting flown away in the helicopter to go
Yes,
into the
absolutely.
Princess Protection Program. She turns around and instead of seeing her mom standing there, her mom blows up.
The whole thing blows up. Yeah, I saw where you were
Everything
going
goes
with
up in
that.
flames.
We have a Princess Leia moment.
Yes. Everything is up in flames.
So good. Yeah, agree with you.
That would have been my pitch. If I was in the writer's room, I would have been like, okay, so everyone, here's what we do. We blow up the mom.
Since it's a Disney Channel film, like, maybe that doesn't fit, but if we were to elevate this, that is one change that I would agree with you that would need to be made. Another change, while we're on this subject, this is much later in the film, but when we have the masquerade dance or homecoming or whatever the fuck, and the two boys are taken enamored, I should say, the opposite of like the love interest that they were originally pursuing.
Yeah.
So like, I just think it would be cool if, I'm going to call him Zeke because I literally don't know his name, the guy from Sky High that glows, if he thought that Carter was Rosie. Are you with me? So because his eyes are on Rosie and she has the mask on when she exits. And Swooshy Head Popular Boy, who Carter has had her eyes on the entire time, his eyes are on Carter when she comes out. So I'm like, they should have gone after assuming that they were the other person because Popular Boy likes Rosie and swooshy haired Camera Boy likes Carter, but then it's a little switcheroo. Then this whole like masquerade thing just completely goes away because they take their masks off. Yeah. Why was that even a thing in the first place then? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Kenny Ortega just needs to direct every film.
Honestly.
By Disney, otherwise it's a flop.
That's a fact. And let's fix wait, did Kenny Ortega direct the Cheetah Girls?
I feel like he directed at least the second one.
Because Cheetah Girls 1 and 2 are exempt from that if they're not directed by Kenny Ortega, but everything else, yes. What are you doing?
Oz Scott directed the Cheetah Girls.
Throw your hands up if you know that you're a star.
And Kenny Ortega did direct the second one.
Oh, how did we know that he did the second one? God bless, Kenny. God bless. May your pillow always be cold. Why doesn't Demi Lovato have an accent in this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I also don't know why Costa Luna has an accent except for her.
I also don't know why she just randomly speaks Spanish. It's cute, though, when she makes them the dinner, and she has that flower crown on,
and
she gives them flower crowns. Again, it's like, why are you being such a bitch, Carter?
Yeah. I love the dad wearing the flower crown, too. Like, that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we talk about the dictator for a moment?
Yeah.
He's kind of a vibe. I kind of fuck with the dictator. He has such like a flourish to him, if you will.
Very queer-coded.
Yes, 100%. I like his style. I like his cape. I like his hat. I don't know. I like his sinister smile. And I just like the way that he speaks and the way that he holds himself. I don't know. I liked him as a character. I thought he was entertaining. And I was kind of like, am I supposed to be rooting against him? Because so far, he's kind of serving.
Yeah, and his tactics are very funny. He's like, I'm going to marry you, so your daughter has to come home then. It's like, what if she just doesn't?
It's like, she's just simply not going to return home.
Then you're just, like, married.
To a woman that I really don't think you want.
No. Also, going back to what we were talking about before with, like, the elevation of this film and where we would maybe take it now if we were doing it, I think, and this might be a little problematic,
I love that.
Maybe if we raised the ages of the women, or maybe Carter is still 16, but Rosie is 18, which that's not super weird to think about because she is being coronated, and I think most coronations take place when you're like 16 to 18, and then they're like fighting over the dad.
Wait, who's fighting over the dad?
Carter and Rosie, and like Carter's like, he's my dad, and Rosie's like, well, he's my daddy. So, like,
shut up.
Picture this, right? They're finally starting to become friends.
Oh my god.
Carter walks in on, like, a little intimate moment between Rosie and the dad.
See, okay, I love a best friend's dad's moment. Now here's where my fucked up brain was going when you said it's kind of problematic. I was going like mafia arranged marriage, and then the dictator is actually trying to marry Rosalina, and she ends up going back, and they get married, and they're enemies to lovers, and it's their marriage on Costa Luna.
If this were a series, that would be really good because Rosie could go back to Costa Luna to like stop the marriage, and the only way she can do it is like, okay, fine, I'll marry you. Let my mother go.
Yep.
And I'll marry you, and we rule together.
Yes.
And then her plan is like, I'm gonna kill him in his sleep or some shit. Like, her and her mom have this whole plan. But then she does fall in love with him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Get us in a writer's room, babe. Come on.
Honestly.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
Well, or is it? Or is it for other people? Or is it just for us? Because we're
true.
we're us.
We're immaculate. Let's do it. Let's fucking write that series.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know if you guys want to see it. That would be so iconic, dude. I do seriously see us doing something together
one day. I 100% do too. I totally see us writing something, like adapting something for.
Yes. I mean, I would really
TV.
love to adapt your novel.
I know, and you know you have my rights to it. I
know, but I would just love if like I'm established and you're established and then we come together and like
and do it
that in the future.
Mm-hmm. That'd be
cute.
so fun.
Okay, I don't even know if I have any notes, and if they are, I don't even think they're good.
My next one is Cowbells. Is that you? Because that whole ice cream scene.
Yeah.
Cowbells did it better.
Yeah, you know, after watching this last night, I was watching, or Shelby and Shane and I were watching all those old, like, Disney Channel stars doing, like, it's the circle of life. Remember that? When they did, like, the classic Disney songs, and then they did, a dream is a wish your heart makes. All those, like Radio Disney. We really were lucky to live through the eras of Disney that we
really
did.
were.
Like, this was such an iconic era. And the biggest stars to come out of Disney were, like, our Disney people. Yep. Like, we watched the Friends for Change, Send It On. It's like, those are arguably, like, some of the biggest stars in the industry right now. Like, Miley's probably on a different level, but they're all, like, mega famous. Not just Disney famous, like, they're all mega famous.
They're all, like, People magazine, talk show, like, that kind of, like, a celebrity status.
I need a Miley Cyrus documentary. Or
that would
I
be
would
so
love
good.
for them all to get together and do like a tell-all documentary.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Or like Miley going on Oprah and doing a tell-all.
I would love to see though Miley, Selena, Demi, Joe, Kevin, Nick, like all 6 of them do a tell-all like that. Yeah. And like and then I want a High School Music, like throw in like Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens and Ashley Tisdale, because those 3 were like kind of the 3 that Disney, you know, like peddled the most, I'd say.
Yeah, it'd be cool to do like a
Raven.
Like an inside Disney documentary where there's just like interviews from all of them. Again, just like we have the ideas, baby.
Mm-hmm. We just need the funds and the
We
reach.
just need the funding and the producership.
Dream is a wish your heart makes. I had 2 more notes, and one of them was just about how fun it would be to do this movie with your bestie, and just thinking about if you and I did a movie like this when we were younger, how many takes we would piss everyone off.
Mm-hmm.
We would not get anything done.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we always said that when we had our band, 6 Strings, and our dream was to be Disney Channel famous, because I remember saying, if Nickelodeon comes to us with a contract, we're turning them down. It's Disney or nothing. And here's the thing. I've always been that bitch that will not settle for anything less. Mm-hmm. But anyways, it wouldn't have worked if we did become child stars, because we would be incredibly difficult to work with.
Yeah.
And then rehab. Like, as soon as we mature enough to like actually be somewhat competent human beings on a set or like a studio, whatever the fuck, rehab.
Yeah.
Mental health facility.
Yeah.
We would have thrived in the industry, but like the wrong side of the industry.
Yeah.
Like,
we would have been messy.
TMZ would have had a field day.
Oh, 100%.
BuzzFeed.
We would have kept things interesting though.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And my last note was just the paper bag.
What is this paper bag scene?
Do you not when they're talking about like the Mean Girls, like at the end, and they're talking and they're like about the bag.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's funny.
I can pull it up. They really those writers really made like a whole 2-minute dialogue around a paper bag.
A paper bag joke, yeah, and like misinterpretation of Spanish.
Yeah.
The difference between paper bag and prison.
Yeah.
Translation. The way that like the popular girl is portrayed in these films I don't necessarily appreciate. I love the way that Sharpay is portrayed, and that's literally it. Also, I feel like female villains are superior to male villains, and I think, although I agree with you that this dictator was kind of a serve, I feel like he would have been more memorable if he were a woman.
Also, Donnie, you would make him cry when you would tell him that he's not actually 6 feet tall, that he's like 5'11", that he would go and cry in a corner.
Donnie is definitely going to struggle later in life. He's got some real hard realities coming his way. So here's the thing. The music that came out of this film, we have one and the same. The duet that Demi carried. Mm-hmm. I mean, they didn't both have to sing. Like, Selener has never been a singer. And the majority of her career is singing. And that's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like she was really marketed wrong from the start of her career. She's not a singer. No offense.
She's a really strong actress. I don't get it. She must have just enjoyed singing more. I mean, that's what I hope. Like, I hope that she's like, no, I want to sing. And that's the direction that they went in. But I don't know. Like,
you know what movie we have to cover is her version of A Cinderella Story.
I love that one. I love Jane Lynch in that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Bump, baby got back, Nate. But yeah, I agree. And you just can't put her up against Demi Lovato singing. Like, really, a lot of people up against Demi Lovato. Their voice is incredible. So I feel like it's hard to duet with them because, like, especially when you're a female. When it was, like, Joe Jonas and Demi Lovato singing a duet together, it made sense because it was, like, two different voices.
Joe and Demi complement each other, whereas Selena and Demi are kind of one and the same.
Yeah. They're kind of, like, competing more in it than, like, complementing. Right.
Yeah, and I just, like, watching that Send It On music video, Selena is singing over Miley vocals and Demi vocals. Like, so it's like, why are you even putting her with them? Because it's, like, a disservice to her image and her talent and everything. Like, why are you forcing this singer thing so much? And then watching those, like, Disney Channel star, like, singing classic Disney songs, they had fucking Cole and Dylan Sprouse singing in A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, and fucking Phil from Phil of the Future. No. Those men aren't singers. No. Why are you doing that? That's not nice.
That's so bad.
And then you have, like, Raven and fucking Ali Mashaka.
Oh, bitch.
Like, that's not nice. Why are you doing that to them? Even fucking Brenda's song they had singing in that, which, like, she's better, obviously, than Phil of the Future and fucking Zach and Cody. Still. Like, why were you pushing these music careers so hard?
They fully just had a teenage boy on this show named Phil.
I liked that show. Phil of the Future was good. Yeah, and then the other song, Two Worlds Collide, I was like, is this both of them? And I was like, no, it's just Demi. That's just Demi singing. Which, that's a good song, so go off, sis.
Some bops.
That's all I have.
That's all I have, too. I don't have anything else.
Oh my god.
I mean, really, what is there to cover? Actually, okay, what do you think at the end, the dresses, would you have wanted the Caribbean blue or the pink one?
Caribbean
both are
blue.
Ugly.
Caribbean blue. I'm never a pink bitch. Unless it's, like, the moment. I don't know. Unless it's camp. Sometimes I'll be pink.
Yeah.
But normally I'll be anything but.
Yeah. Well, it's actually kind of a service that Carter's dress got ruined because that first one looked like sherbet and it was ugly. So actually I'm glad it got thrown into a mud pile.
The popular girls were helping her out.
And also I wonder why no one, like, sees Carter's dad and is like, oh shit. Like, I feel like if I was those mean girls and I went over to Carter's house and saw her dad, I'd think twice about being mean to her.
Yeah, I'd be like, do you want to be friends?
I'd be like,
let's have a sleepover.
Single? Okay. You can call me stepmom.
Oh my god, dude, yes. That's what I love. Okay, remember in One Tree Hill when fucking that redhead girl, what's her name, Rachel?
Yes.
When she starts dating Dan?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that plot line.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why it's not done in more shows. Because I think that that's something that actually does happen a lot in real life. Why, like, the opportunities for plot and storyline within that of, like, somebody from your high school marrying your dad and becoming your stepmom, hilarious.
You know what relationship I love out of that was Skills and Nathan's mom.
Yes.
Loved them together. Loved Deb having her cougar moment with Skills.
Go her. We need to rewatch that.
You had your dreams,
I don't have anything else to cover.
Me neither. Okay, so I made a financial decision for myself, and I bought a Stizzy, not sponsored. Stizzy is a weed brand. I bought a Stizzy battery and weed cartridge to save money because it's like actually a real money saver to have the battery, but it's a pretty big upfront investment. Not pretty big, but like $100 upfront to buy the battery and the cartridge.
Yeah.
But then after that, you're just buying cartridges like every 2 or 3 months. Lost it.
Katie.
Fuck it. I know. And I just bought it like a month ago.
Where'd you lose it? Like, did you take it out somewhere?
No, it's in this apartment somewhere.
Okay.
And I have searched high and low, and I don't know where it is.
That's a
It's
bummer.
really upsetting. It's a bummer. Yeah, for sure. That's just heavy on my heart right now.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being brave enough to share that with us.
That's it. Tune in next time. What are we talking about? Game of Thrones.
I think we're back to Game of Thrones next
Season
week.
5.
Season 5.
Yeah.
And then we got Elvis, and then we got season 6, and then we got Persuasion, the new Netflix movie, and then season 7, and then we got Nope, and then we got season 8, and then we're only 1 week out from House of the Dragon.
That's crazy. Bye,
and
summer.
the end of the summer.
Yeah. What the fuck? Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Again, Lilas.
Lilas.